My name is Journey. I'm from Texas, and this question is for all politically pro-life candidates. In the event that abortion becomes illegal and a woman obtains an abortion anyway, what should she be charged with, and what should her punishment be? What about the doctor who performs the abortion?
Congressman Paul, 90 seconds.
You know, it's not a federal function to determine the penalties for a crime of abortion if it's illegal in a state. It's up to the state, it's up to the juries. And it should be up to discretion because it's not an easy issue to deal with. But the first thing we have to do is get the federal government out of it. We don't need a federal abortion police. That's the last thing that we need. But
should a woman be charged with a crime?
Pardon me?
Should a woman be charged with a crime?
I don't personally think so. I'm an OB doctor, and I practiced medicine for 30 years, and I, of course, never saw one time when a medically necessary abortion had to be done. But so I think it certainly is a crime, but I also understand the difficulties. I think when you're talking about third trimester deliberate abortion and partial birth abortions, I mean, there has to be a criminal penalty for the person that's committing that crime, but I really think it's the person who commits the crime, and I think that is the abortionist.
So you're saying a doctor should be punished. What sort of punishment should they get?
Well, I think it's up to the states. I'm not in the state. I'm not running for governor, and I think it's different, and I don't think it should be all 50 states the same way. So I don't think that should be up to the president to decide that.
Yeah, the young lady's question is the young lady's question is premised on if abortion becomes illegal.
Right.
That presumes Roe versus Wade is overturned, which I think should be our #1 focus right now, and that has to do with the kind of Supreme Court justices we put on the bench.
But the question is,
I'm getting there. That would mean that it goes back to the states, and then the states would have to outlaw it at an earlier stage than they outlaw it now. Then the question would be, who gets penalized and what should the penalty be? I think it should be fashioned along the same lines it is now. Most states have abortion laws that pertain and prohibit abortion after viability. And it goes to the doctor performing the abortion, not the girl or the young girl or her parents, whoever it might be. I think that same pattern needs to be followed. It could just be moved up earlier or much earlier in the process if the state so determined.
Another question.
Hello, my name is AJ, and I'm from Millstone, New Jersey. I would like all the candidates to give an answer on this. If hypothetically Roe versus Wade was overturned and the Congress passed a federal ban on all abortion and it came to your desk, would you sign it? Yes or no?
Mayor Giuliani?
If Congress passed a ban on all abortions throughout the United States?
Right. If Roe v. Wade was overturned, Congress passed a federal ban on all abortions and it came to your desk, would you sign it? Yes or no?
I probably would not sign it. I would leave it to the states to make that decision. I think the problem with Roe against Wade is that it took the decision away from the states. If Roe against Wade were overturned because it was poorly decided, if the justices decide that, it would then go back to the states, and it would seem to me that that would be the answer. The answer is that each state would make a different decision. I don't believe, in the circumstance that you asked before, that it should be criminalized. I think that would be a mistake, unless we're talking about partial birth abortion or late-term abortion. I think you should have parental consent. I think we should have access to adoptions instead of abortion. But ultimately, I think these decisions should be made on a state-by-state basis.
Governor Romney?
I agree with Senator Thompson, which is we should overturn Roe v. Wade and return these issues to the states. I would welcome a circumstance where there was such a consensus in this country that we said we don't want to have abortion in this country at all, period. That'd be wonderful. I'd be delighted.
Would you sign that bill?
Let me say it. I'd be delighted to sign that bill, but that's not where we are. That's not where America is today. Where America is ready to overturn Roe v. Wade and return to the states that authority. But if the Congress got there, we had that kind of consensus in that country, terrific.
All right.